Hey guys, Ashlane here, coming at you today, opening up some chests. Now, before I get to it, I want to go ahead and state that I do not really particularly love these chest opening videos that some people do. I don't understand the appeal in them, but for whatever reason, you guys love it, so I thought I'd do some chest opening, and I want to bring you some useful information at the same time. I want to compare all three chests and talk about how they're different and how you can get more bang for your buck through the giant chest, that's the case I'm going to try to make today, than you can with the super magicals or the regular magical chests. You can see I'm starting right now to open up the super magicals, and you can see the super magical chest on the right hand of your screen right now. You can see a little breakdown. Thanks to Dennis the Menace for doing this Royale Gems in Arena 8. This is basically if you're going to spend $100 worth of gems on the game. Now, I realize, first of all, so quick little caveat here as you see me opening the super magical chest in the background, is that not everybody gems or spends money on the game. Totally get that, but I still thought it'd be useful information just to know what you're getting into in terms of when you randomly get one of these chests, exactly how valuable it is. And hey, maybe even for a birthday or a holiday, you get a gift card. I think it's important information to know how to best use it depending on what type of player you are. And that is really the crux of what we'll be talking about in today's video. Depending on what type of player you are, really will dictate what chest is best for you in terms of helping your progression through the game. So let's talk about them all. You can see now we're moved on to regular magical chests. Super magical chests for $100 worth of gems, you can get 3. So they're essentially worth $33 each if you're buying $100 worth. A sample assortment of what you can expect to get in the super magical chests are 2,052 commons, 408 rares, and 66 epics. You also have a good chance, or I should say the best chance, at getting a legendary card, either the Princess or the Ice Wizard, in the super magical chests. In the magical chest, the regular old school magical chests, you get 17 magical chests for $100, and that results to around 1938 commons, 374 rares, and 51 epics. How about the regular and my favorite giant chest? Well, as you can see, you get 28 giant chests. And one thing you don't see here on the screen is you're getting way more gold out of the 28 giant chests than you would the magical or the super magicals. You get way more commons, way more than double at 8,500 plus commons, and then you get 840 rares, which is double the amount, more than double the amount you'd get out of the 17 magical chests, and certainly more than you'd get out of the super magical chest as well. So let's move on to the $100 worth of giant chests. You can see all the gold we get, 2,300. While we're looking at the contents of the giant chest, you might have noticed some epic cards, because giant chests actually do have an over 50% chance at landing an epic card in these chests, so although that might only end up being 10 or 15 epic cards out of 28 chests, you can still certainly come away with a few epics at least from the giant chest as well. So as we continue to open up these giant chests, let me make the case for why I strongly prefer giant chests to super magicals and magicals. Now there is a huge caveat here again, and the exception is if you're a big spender, you're spending a lot of money and you want to max out quick at the game, well, the best bet to go is certainly the super magical chest, because you're getting way more epics than you could out of the magical chest, and certainly out of the giant chest, out of the super magical chest. However, if you're not a huge spender like yours truly, but you do spend here and there on the game, me personally, I spend about $100 a month on Clash Royale. I look at it as an entertainment cost, plus I use it for the YouTube channel, but I know some people are around that amount too. Some people barely spend anything on the game. Some people just have like a $20 gift card, like I said, here and there a couple times a year, and they want to know how to best use it, and I would strongly advocate buying some giant chests. You're going to feel really empty, trust me, if you spend $33 or essentially, $40 worth of gems on one super magical chest. You open it up, you get, whatever, 3,000 gold, whatever it is, and a few, 400 rares and 60 epics, and then you're done. Now think about it the other way around. You get to open up 28 giant chests. Just psychologically, that's a little bit more fun as opposed to one super magical. And you're getting 4 times plus the amount of common cards, and you're getting double the amount of rares as you would in those super magical chests. Now that is really, really pivotal, because the idea here when I buy the giant chest is I want my common cards that I play most often to be in line, to be the highest level I can possibly get them. So I always focus on common cards. And, you know, the reasoning behind that is a lot of the decks I play, whether it be a cycle deck or a modified cycle deck or an elixir collector giant type deck, those are my favorite decks. I'm actually going to show you my new deck that I've been playing. Absolutely love it. I'm going to put it in today's video because for whatever reason, I just can't bring myself to bring you a chest opening video having no game or strategy content. So after these chests are done, I will go ahead and give you a little preview of the next episode that I'm going to do on my channel, and it's going to be highlighting this deck, which I really, really love. I'll talk a little bit more about that soon, but let me just finish my my discussion here on the chest, right? So I think giant chests, and I'll be honest with you, I made a mistake myself. I bought quite a few super magical chests. Ever since they came out, I really wanted those legendary cards. That was part of my thought process, and certainly you had the best shot at getting those legendary cards from the super magical, so that was how I justified it. But then the more I thought about it, you know, I quickly decided that the giant chest is gonna be the fastest way to max out my rares and my commons, and then sure, my epics might be a little bit under-leveled, but bang for my buck, it's gonna make a much more dramatic impact on my type of gameplay if I just stick with the giant chest, as opposed to the fancier and, you know, more alluring super magicals and regular magicals. So that's what I would suggest you guys do the same. Now, I do have a little bit of news for you guys in case you missed it. Supercell announced today that legendary cards will occasionally now appear in the shop once you've reached the legendary arena. That's actually pretty big news. Now we can actually buy in the shop legendary cards, and that brings me to my next point. By the way, there's going to be double rewards in every crown chest, and you can donate more cards to your opponent. So as I play my new favorite deck, which I'll cover more in tomorrow or the next day's episode, I have been alternating between Clash of Clans and Clash Royale lately. But I did want to talk about other ways that you can spend your gems in the game as I play this match live. Hopefully I can concentrate on both, but a lot of people have probably already know this, but I really strongly advocate that if you're not someone who spends money on the game, or maybe you don't want to spend even $20, maybe you just want to spend $5 here and there once in a blue moon, maybe it's your allowance, or maybe it's just your spare change. And if you want to do that, then it's really an easy way to recommend how to spend those gems. And obviously you're getting gems naturally anyway through the free daily chests that you get, and the best way to spend those is obviously just to go ahead and open up the chests, the silver chests more specifically, that you're rewarded each time you win a match. So what I would do there is, what I do is after I win a match, if all my chest slots are full, I'll go ahead and gem the finish time on a silver chest, but I never really do that on the gold chest. I usually try to time it so I'm going to work before I start the gold chest opening phase, or even if you get a super magical or magical, I'll do it before I go to bed or before I go to work. Here I'm going to go ahead and counter freeze this balloon here. And then he drops the poison spell there, says well played. I think this poison might take out my musketeer. Is she gonna live? I think she might live. Let's drop oh, I shouldn't have dropped the barbarians. I thought she might live with a few hit points left there. I'll say oops, and then we'll continue. So I do want to wait for the next episode to really in-depth discuss this deck, because there are some really major strategy keys. You can't just pick this one up and just start playing it randomly. Of course you can, but there is a learning curve to how you should combo this deck, and I'll talk about that more, like I said before. This was actually shared with me by House Targaryen in Elite Nation. He's been playing the deck, and he's gotten pretty high with it up in Legendary Arena, so I do want to share this with you guys in the next episode. It will be a lot of fun. I really love this deck. I might start playing it in tournaments. It might replace for me, or not replace, but maybe supplement my cycle deck, which I love so much. You guys probably have seen the 2 episodes I've done on that deck. So let's go ahead and freeze this balloon again and put another elixir collector in the middle here. I like that where I'm sitting right now with 2 elixir collectors, and he has obviously none in his deck, it looks like. So let's go ahead and start being a little bit more aggressive here. 2 musketeers in the back, and then I have a dragon, and the hog just got taken down there. But the dragon's gonna get a few hit points off that tower. Let's see if I can keep these musketeers alive, and I did with that Valkyrie, and then another dragon. Arrows are not gonna be enough to stop this dragon, that's for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and freeze that Inferno tower. Dragon is still on the tower. He uses a counter freeze against my freeze again. That's like the 3rd time we've seen freeze versus freeze in this match, and now the tower is really down to critically low. Let's go. I do have 2 fresh elixir collectors up on the board. Feeling pretty confident at this point. He's also 1 level below me, so that means my card should be significantly higher than his. Let's go ahead and avoid this poison here with the dragon. We'll play a musketeer as soon as that dragon crosses that halfway point in the map, and then we'll do hog and have the freeze ready right now, and this should be it, guys. Oh, I'm gonna play the poison on the tower here just in case he tries to counter it. It should be it, but maybe not. Let's see if the dragon can refocus her attention. Nope. He's coming at me with the balloon again. I'm going to have to go ahead and counter that with the musketeer. Then we'll put the hog down. This hog should get it to the tower, and that should be it. 13 seconds left. 12, 9, 10. Come on. There we go. Finally. Jeez. All right. So 1-0 victory. I'll take it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I had a lot of fun bringing you my advice regarding chests and gem spending in the game. Hope you guys came away with a different outlook on how to spend your gems, or maybe just made you think of different options in the game. So guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care.
We don't play for fame, we don't play for cash. We just play for the glory and the crash of the ash.